Hi my friend, this is Nestor Idome from the MakeMoneyFromHome.com and welcome to video 3 in this Inkscape training video series that I'm doing, okay? And what I'm going to be doing in this video is I'm going to be showing you random little tricks that I know, okay? Like how to cut a picture, maybe how to put like a frame on the back, and how to do like arrows and stuff. So I'm going to show you like little different things, okay? Little random things that for me, it took me a while to be able to learn, and because I really didn't know how to do it, and until I kind of went online and figured it out, then I could. But this is something so you won't have to be, randomly searching for things, okay? And these are actually pretty cool stuff that all of a sudden when you know how to do it, you'll get really great ideas, okay? So let's go ahead and go over there to the all right, so here we are in Inkscape, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring in a picture, okay? So let me bring a picture and we'll start right now. Okay, boom, a picture appeared right here really fast, but I chose this picture only because it's pretty cool. That way we can kind of relax, feel like we're at the beach drinking a little, alcoholic beverage or non-alcoholic, whichever you prefer. But we're gonna go ahead and work with this picture, do little things, okay? In the previous videos, you saw how I put some text, how I put, how I moved it around, how I made it bigger or smaller. Okay, right here we're gonna do is do something cool, pretty cool with this. Okay, so let's say for instance you like this cup and you wanted to just have that cup, right? How can we do that? And this cup represents anything you would like to do this next thing with. Okay, so what I did right now was I clicked on my little magnifying glass. You can either, right here on top, you can either move it forward or move it back, right? You have proportions right here, or you can just, like, let's say it was really back or something, you can just click it and do whatever, and it'll bring the screen to that size, okay? So what I do for this one is actually, I put it really close, okay? It works really close, and you can actually move it. My mouse has like a button in the middle of the two buttons that I can actually push and grab around. I don't know if your mouse has that, okay? But if it does have that, it will make it easier on you. But this is what we'll do, okay? So so we're gonna grab this tool right here, all right? And what I'm gonna do is just gonna grab this tool, and look, this is pretty cool stuff. This is pretty cool. I'll go back all the way. Once you do it and magnify it, you can't go back to magnifying once you start this process, okay? You're gonna have to start all over. And what I do is I'll start putting points wherever I see a line, right? So once that line is there, I'll just bring it over. Of course, if the picture is more integrated, has more curves or something, it'll just gonna take you a little bit longer, but it's still the same thing. So like right here, watch. I'll click it wherever I want to stop it, and then I'll start clicking and clicking to just follow the shape. You can actually, I'm going to show you how you can probably make it a little bit easier on yourself, but this is how I like to do it. And then I'm going to go back into some detail, right, to be able to get it a little bit easier. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm not going to go do the whole straw or anything like that. Okay, so I'm not gonna do the whole straw or like the fruit or anything. I'm just gonna do the cup just for time's sake, okay? I could do it, I could go all around this little shape and just go throughout the whole shape, okay? But all I wanna do right now is just show you the basic concept of this, and all you will have to do is do like this, okay? Once this is done, you can actually choose this tool, and you can go into detail and move it around as much detail as you want. You can double click it and move this around. Like if you really want to get into it, right, you can actually go more into detail and go right to the depths, depending on how really detailed you want to be. But once that's done, you're gonna want to click on the pointer and choose both pictures again, go into the objects, and then clip and set. And there you go, my friend. That's right there is a cup. As you can see, now it's transparent. So you can actually put the same cup, you choose it, put it on top of everything, and then you can actually choose it and see how cool it is. With these tools, you can go back or forward, right? And now if you have it unlocked, you can actually make it smaller or higher. So as you can see, if I would have had the straw and everything, the whole thing would have come out. So that's a pretty cool way to cut pictures. Now you just use your imagination and see how many pictures you can cut, okay? So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm actually going to erase this, and I'm gonna show you how I do arrows, because I see at least in my industry is, you know, a lot of people use arrows, or you want to, you know, point to do different things to a call to action or something like that. Then I use this little tool again, and first of all, I'll do the star, but instead, well, I was working on some stuff right here, but instead of a star, what I'll do is, oops, bring it up, is take it away and only do 3 points, okay? And then make it into a triangle. Oops. Let me see where it, oh, it's 50% then, huh? So at 50.50, it does it a perfect triangle. So that's my point right here, okay? And if I click it again, it'll bring this option, and I can go ahead and do this right here, all right? And so I can just basically do like a point. So I'm gonna do a circle, and let's say I'm pointing at the circle, okay? So that's or the oval is where I want to point, okay? And so I'll go like this, and I'll be like, okay, this is where I want to point it. If I want it smaller, I'll go ahead and do it smaller, right? And now it's like, where's the, you know, this is where I want people to push the button, and you know, here's the call to action, and I want it to, you know, we're gonna pretend this is a call to action. Let me show you really quick right now something cool. If you do it, you can do the same thing, right? But this, if you click it again like 2 times, you can actually make this oval as well, like this triangle, and this is how you can actually create those buttons, right? So now imagine this is a button, and then I'm gonna show you how to do it into the shader right now in a little bit. So this is your call to action. This is where you want people to push the button. So now you grab right here, you do your straight here, and then it doesn't matter if it's not perfect right now. Just do this shape, okay? And then go back to the beginning, all right? Once that's done, you click on your button, you can move it around, but see, look, now you're gonna grab it, and then, you know, you can put it like this, you know, so like kind of like it's like going like, oh, it's over here, right? And this is how you start to create this action. Now, if you want the same color as this, you can either choose it from here, the color, or you can just choose this little option right here, and then pick whatever color you want. So if there were like different colors, you can pick it, and then boom, it's done, right? But you can see the outline, all right? So now choose it, go over here to the fill and stroke, go into the stroke paint, and then push the X, and now all of a sudden that disappears, all right? So as you can see, now it's starting to look a little bit more like those arrows. Go back to the shape. You can kind of, you know, play around with this, and I can, you know, move it around and move this around a little bit, kind of where I want it to be. Move it a little bit bigger, right? So as you can see, I'm starting to get the arrow shape as I want to. Now, if you play around with that, you're able to move it however you want to move it, okay? You're able to play around with it until you get it to exactly how you want it. This is just like an introductory to this, and now you can see there's basically infinite possibilities of how you can make arrows and how you can make different shapes and stuff, right? And how you can point to things. And that's the way I create little arrows. Once that's done, what you want to do is you want to choose both the triangle and your shape, go to objects, go to group, and now it becomes an arrow, right? And then the cool thing is that, let's say you like this arrow and you want 2 of them, go ahead and right click, push duplicate, push the other arrow wherever you want, and then this shapes right here, look, see this right here, or this one right here, you know, turns it around, see, or does it up and down, and then you can just, you know, choose it however you want. So that little tool is pretty cool. You don't have to turn it around. It turns it around for you, and it keeps it symmetrical. And now you have 2 perfect exact arrows, and now your call to action is right there, and it's like, hey, there it is. You know, there's a call to action. You're pointing to it. All right, so now let me create a button really quick right here. What you want to do is go ahead and duplicate this one, right? And then we'll shadow it down, like we'll put it like dark, okay? Once that's chosen, we gotta go to the fill and stroke, and we gotta go to fill. You gotta choose this next option. If you want, you can do this. Right? See how you get this right here, or you can have like other patterns. But I usually stay with these ones. But then what I want to do is go like this one, right? But as you can see, it's going from darker to lighter. If you click on it twice, now you can move the darkness wherever you want. This one's the dark, and this one's the light. So what you want to do is you just kind of like turn it around. like so, and then bring the light here, right? And you'll see how cool this is. Now you put the cursor back, grab them, choose both of them. Now go to your align to distribute, put it in the middle, and there you go. Now you all of a sudden have a button. Now it's too dark, so what you're gonna choose is you're gonna choose the one on top, to double click, and then bring down the shade, the shadow. See? You can move it around. You can do however you want to do it, and then click on it and see how now it's more shadowy. Now you can just put some writing, like call to action, action here or something like that, right? So as you can see, that's pretty cool. How you can just write the action, or you can put like join my team, or do this, or whatever you want to do. Now you can go look for buttons, or you can create your own. And now with these little tips that I'm showing you right here, with your imagination and a little practice, you'll get it down to it. Right now I'm just doing it very quick. As you can see, if I really spend maybe like 15 minutes on this, I can really get it to how I want it. Especially what I do, I love to do this, is I have a picture to guide me of what I want to do, and then I just kind of like borrow some of those ideas until I get it just right, until I get and that's what I do. And once you start practicing, you get it better and easier and easier and easier. So this is a very great way to be able to do little shapes like this. As you can see, now you know how to shade it. Now you know how to do that. So let me go ahead now. Oh, I put actual action. So let me show you how to do the same shade for this one. And for letters might as well. So what you want to do is do your cursor, do another duplicate, and it's the same thing. You can do shadow and anything. Okay. So let's say for instance this one was like, let's say it was green, right? And what you can do is just kind of do a little shadow, right? It's kind of a little shadowy, like not too dark, right? So what you want to do is now you're gonna choose this one to go to the back of that, right? So the green one is in front. Right now my daughter is crying, so she's right next to me. She's getting a little bit bored, so let me give her something so she can entertain herself. And once the shadow's in the back, you're gonna choose this one, right? And then you choose the one, whichever you want to choose, and then you start moving it around, right? And see how now it creates a shadow, and you can put the shadow wherever you want. And I'm using my arrow cursors from my keyboard to move it around. So as you can see, it's pretty cool that you can create shadow with your letters, no matter what it is, right? If you want to create outline, let's say you wanted to outline the text, the best thing to do is to just go to your fill and stroke and go to the stroke paint and add some thing. And that's how easy it is. And you can choose what color you want here. See if you want it red or if you wanted that. Also stroke style, if you wanted to basically make it thicker. As you can see, it's making it thicker. And then go back over here, and I want to make it red, right? So as you can see, pretty cool stuff, pretty simple stuff. Play around with these buttons. The more you play around with them, the better you'll get. But I mean, like I said, I'm not an expert. I've been saying in all the videos, I'm not an expert on this stuff. This is something that I've been teaching myself how to do, and all these little tricks is basically 5 years or plus of me using this program. Back when I had the restaurant, I did all my graphic designing, all my banners. I mean, if maybe in the next video I'll show you some of the samples I did for the restaurant. If I believe I still have them, but I created everything, like business cards to big posters to like 15-foot banners. I mean, to like T-shirts. I mean, the hats. I created the logos for the hats for the employees. I mean, I did everything. I mean, I basically did everything because I needed to save money, right? I bought the restaurant back in 2007, and I needed to save money, so that's what I did. I couldn't pay hundreds or thousands of dollars for graphic designers to do all this stuff for me, and I learned it myself, and I was able to print it out and do everything. But with that, my friend, this is the third video. This is Nestor Nidome from the MakeMoneyFromHome.com. I hope you enjoyed it. Put some questions if you have them, or comments, or share your ideas with me on the comment section. But with that, my friend, this is Nestor Nidome, and I'll see you on the next video, and bye for now.